So, I've started my cycling trip to Karlsruhe. And I'm still in Amsterdam, but I'm kind of on the outskirts of the city. And I'm using Google Maps again, and it sucks, it's horrible, so I'm gonna figure out how to get to where I'm going, because it doesn't really tell me. So you can see some nice canals here, and at some point I'm going somewhere. This is cool infrastructure here. There's this bridge over this canal, just this windy bike and pedestrian bridge, so you can cycle up it. And it just goes through this little willow wood. So pretty cool. Big motorized vehicle on here. maybe not. Some interesting plants right here. Looks like fall. Looks like fall has come. Smells great. It smells great in here, I gotta say. It smells delicious. And there's so much dew over here. It's like wet. It's soaking. I mean, there was rain, I guess. It's probably rain, not dew. I don't know why I've said that. But it's I like the the landscapes here are pretty cool, even though it's just flat. Which is why the landscape paintings, well, that's not why, but it's, you know, the landscape paintings are very nice here. Went to the Rijksmuseum. It's a great place. Highly recommend. Hello, sheeps. How are you? Beautiful sheep. It's a sheep pen. I've entered the sheep pen. Basically, I'm trying to get to Karlsruhe in the next 5 days. Or next 5 days, let's say. It's about a 10-day bike ride, so that kind of well, actually, I don't know if it's a 10-day bike ride. There is a route along the Rhine that I'm trying to get to, and it's supposedly at 10 stages to get to Karlsruhe from around here. However, I don't know if a stage necessarily takes a whole day. Some of the stages say maybe like 3 hours, so if I could do 2 stages, then I could save some time. However, I'm pretty sure that I'll take some buses or something. Sheeps, hello. You have I would like some milk from these sheeps, but they refuse, if you believe it. But yeah, I'm cycling out of Amsterdam. I tried to do a little filming in Amsterdam, but none of the videos turned out because the first video I took, I right when I turned it on, I hit like a curb, kind of, and just, I mean, it wasn't very fast, but, so that didn't work. Second time, it was like just some boring road I was on, even though, I mean, Amsterdam is very nice. But in the case of, I'm guessing I just go this way. There's no indication. Google Maps is not the easiest to follow for biking. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not the easiest to follow for biking, I find, at least not audio directions. I really should learn to navigate without Google Maps on bike, but I just don't really, you know, it's hard to know where routes go. If you, I mean, without the sign, I should find waypoints along the way, and hopefully there's signs for those waypoints. But otherwise, you know, sometimes you know that you're going a certain direction. Sure, you know you're going north, let's say. I mean, for me, I'm not going north, I'm going south. But let's say you know you're going north. You just can pick a route that goes north, but sometimes it turns. Sometimes it starts north and then it turns, you know, west or something. So, or you know, you can't be sure. You can never be sure. The sheep and cows coexist here. This is the progressive society that we are promised. Sheep and cows live together in peace and harmony. Here they live together, and the cows are feeding in this like swampy area. I would be worried that the cows would get stuck in the mud, but they're not worried here. They know that the cows are educated here. They know the dangers of getting stuck in the mud, and they can avoid it. You know, did you know that 1 in 4 cows in the Netherlands has a PhD? Usually the PhD is in grazing, I think, or milk production. But yeah, they're an educated population of cows here. There is a lot of sheep shit all over this path. Not the best place to go, so I don't think the sheep are as educated, or else they would know to use the toilet. We just need more we need more funding for sheep universities, and then the sheep will stop shitting on the bike path. There is so much shit, but it's all because of socioeconomic factors. God, why do you guys shit so much? Look at this. Disgusting. Disgusting. Actually, I think it's healthy. You can eat it, put it on your face. I think in India with cow dung, they bathe in it. So maybe in Wales with sheep dung. I don't know. I don't want to say. Here's some modern Dutch architecture up here. Interesting. You know, I like these little townhouses over here. They're pretty, they seem like you could build them really easily. You know, that they would, you know, you could put them up in a day or two. And there's this thing that's with a greenhouse on top. That's pretty unique. Stay away from me. What is that a thatched roof on those? That is cool. Look at these things. And they're pretty big houses, actually. And some of them have this like thatched roof look to them. I don't know if that's actual real thatch or if it's some kind of other material, some kind of composite or something. But that's pretty cool. And there's that one that has like an acorn look to it. That's kind of cool. My favorite though is the thatched ones. Those are, look at that. That's kind of cool. And they have solar panels on them. These are very unique houses. Very unique. And look, there's a castle ahead. And there's a canal in front of all these houses. And they each have a bridge. Why is that? Is this their yard, I guess? Why do they need, I guess these are all newly built houses. Very unique. It doesn't say where to turn left or right, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna stop and check out this castle.
Turn right, then turn left.
See, we're gonna turn right. And
You will arrive at your destination.
yes, look at this.
You have arrived.
I've arrived. Look at that. I turned left and then I turned right and then I left and then right and then I've arrived. Can't go into the castle, but we can look at it from above. suppose if you own those houses, you can have a boat here, and then you can just easily access it via your personal bridge. God, look how many swans are in the water there. It's a pretty big harbor. Well, at least not that small. There's another, look at this castle here through on the other side of the harbor. So this is, I don't know. Well, this one's made out of brick. And that one's appears to be stone. That one appears to be older, but that one's redone. This one's probably, this is like just some sort of battery, I think. They probably had a big like howitzer or something on there. A big gun battery, and you can fire away at ships coming in. Although I don't know the year on this, it looks like late 1800s. So don't know what conflict that would have been. Wouldn't have been with the Spanish, that was earlier, but don't think, I mean, this could be older than I think, but yeah, it's kind of run down. It has a bunch of either like transmitting towers and stuff, and there's like an air conditioning unit on there or some, or like some, there's a propane tank up there. Very strange. That castle is really cool. Basically from here, there's a canal that I think I can follow all the way to the Rhine. I'm still following the Google Maps, and it's horrible. It's taken me like 20 minutes to go like 1 kilometer. So I'll specifically choose a path, and then maybe the other path is technically like a minute faster or something, and it'll just switch it to that without telling me. If like the slightest thing, if I don't even know if you have to make a wrong turn. Sometimes it seems to do it even when you're going the right way. What the hell? Look at that. There's a fucking lobster in the fucking road. There's a lobster, and it tried to attack me. I should have picked it up. Look at all these suburban homes over here. I said I like those other ones, they're kind of unique. These ones just look like the Dutch version of McMansions. Look at that. I mean, they look better than the US ones just because they look unique to me, but I'm sure if you're Dutch, the American ones look unique or something. So yeah, those are just Dutch McMansions. I didn't know they had those here, and I also don't know why they need so many. I guess why do they need so many suburbs? I guess people want to live in McMansions. Everyone wants to adopt the American lifestyle. Live in a McMansion, drive a pickup truck. Prime breeding land. Yes, hello. I finally found the canal that I need to follow, and it's nice. Nice canal. They've got bridges, they've got trees, they've got boats. They've kind of got it all. They got something for everyone. But just be careful. Eikenprostische, okay? That means there's alligators, and they're going to attack you. I'm having another manic episode where I want to well, I'm not gonna get, I was gonna say I'm gonna go back to Germany today, which is like a 2-day trip to Germany from here. It would be kind of impressive to get from Amsterdam to Germany in a single day. It would be an impressive feat. I just stopped for some milk, some raw milk from these cows. Raw milk to feed me with some Lactobacillus reuteri. It's very good, very healthy probiotics in raw milk. It's fresh from these little cows. Well, these are not, what are these, sheep? There's cows there, and these are sheep, but I thought there was a calf in there somewhere, but I know it's a sheep. But I had cow's milk. It's a little salty actually, because they live in the salty, marshy area. So Utrecht is not on the Rhine. So I'm going to Utrecht. Hopefully I get there pretty quick, a few hours, and then just go south from there to a town called Nijmegen. Bad news! A duck has been killed. The duck was slaughtered. I don't know what happened. It probably got shot by a car. These cars are insane. I could have gone to the other side, but I didn't. So I'm on this path along a road, and it's raining. Like kind of a lot of mist. It's like misty rain, but it's kind of coming down with some wind and everything, so making me all wet. It's salty rain, or I don't think it actually is, but I'm just gonna say it is because I want to say that it is. But here's an interesting little car. It's what French people drive. They drive these little funny cars. Who will win, Florian Burmester or Chris? I like how that ship's name is just Chris. Chris. Yeah, my ship's name's Chris. Went faster than half these boats too. I was wondering if I should insult everyone I see, you know, come up with some kind of insult, or I ask them where they're from, and then I make a funny route name for the place they're from. That hills, I can probably average quite a bit faster, so might be able to go 100 kilometers today, 200, 400 kilometers an hour. I'm gonna put a motor on this bike so I can go 400 kilometers an hour. I'm gonna outfit it with a like a little motorcycle, little Suzuki engine. Just shit along these roads. Full of rare minerals, and look at that diesel motor. It just turns their flag black. It's disgusting. Look at that. What the hell are they doing? That's disgraceful. It's disgraceful, seriously. I think they're French. There's a French flag. Insane. These people are insane. What is this little thing for? Is it just to stay out of the rain? That's pretty cool. Just keep something out of this from getting wet. I think this is a little boat dock, a little ferry across maybe. Brooklyn. So I guess the town I was in is what Brooklyn, the borough of New York, it's named after, you know, because New York was founded by the Dutch as New Amsterdam, and so you have, well, I don't know much about New York, but you have Brooklyn, and this town that I just left is named Brooklyn, and what am I saying? The town of New York is named after this town, okay? The borough of New York, Brooklyn, is named after Brooklyn here in the Netherlands, where I'm at. So, it's cool, fun fact. Doesn't look too similar, I gotta say. Looks a little different, but oh well. Then there's, of course, Haarlem, which Haarlem's a town here in the Netherlands. I don't know anything about Manhattan, if you know where that came from, but look at that. Such good soccer fields. Fall's coming. Fall's coming. I can feel it. And look, you can even climb across right there. They put something on it so you can't climb across, but you could probably jump across. Definitely, it wouldn't be that hard. Stopped and got my raincoat on because it's been raining, and put my rain cover on my bag, which worked really well. First time I've used it on this bike. Ate some chocolate, delicious German Milka, and now I'm on my way again. But I need to find a place to stay tonight. I don't have anything booked. I don't have a camp. I want to get a campsite. I'm thinking it'll stop raining. Hopefully it stops raining. But it was kind of hard to find campsites on Google for some reason. Like, it wouldn't show me campsites here. I mean, it showed some, but maybe they just don't have that many. I guess, oh, we do camp here. It's like really urban. So maybe it makes sense that there's not so many campsites, but yeah, I wanted to stay at a campsite to save some money. That said, if I can't find one and there's like a cheap place for like 30 or 40 euros, I might have to do that. Spent so much money in Amsterdam getting there, like 120 euros. Then all the food was really expensive. Everything was marked up. The beer, like last night went out with some guy I met at the hostel. Had just a couple beers, no big deal. Went to the red light district just to see, and it was just, it wasn't even that, I mean, it was just so crowded. Like, it was like full of people, right? Everyone's there to look. I don't actually think very many people use the services from those ladies. You know, they're standing in the windows, you know, beckoning you in and stuff. There's so many people there. Everyone's just there to look. Nobody's actually going into these places, at least not many people. So I don't know, just kind of gimmicky. I'm kind of happy to be out again, because I was in Hamburg and then Amsterdam. I've been, you know, in cities for the past, what, 3-4 days, as I was in Lubeck taking the train. I haven't been biking. Yeah, so it's nice to get out again on the trail, on the journey. And I'm still in the Netherlands, and I'm like, I just want to go south. I've been in Northern Europe for fuck, I don't even know how long, a month and a week, more than that maybe. Yeah, a month and a week. So I want to get down to Southern Europe next week. Not Southern Europe, Southern Germany. 130, no, 120. I didn't know there was a car here. What the hell is that? 120. Problem with raincoats is I end up sweating more than the rain would wet me, because the raincoat is just, you know, it keeps you very warm. And when it's warm out, when it's like a warm rainy day like today, you just end up sweating, and I just end up getting so sweaty that I might as well just not have worn a raincoat. So I guess the trail just ended suddenly. Seems very un-Dutch, but now I have to cycle through some streets. I guess I'm kind of in Utrecht now. Maybe that's why. So maybe I'll go to this Asian dentist. These cycle paths are very comfortable. It's like almost like rubbery, like the surface. I don't actually know what it is, if it's just concrete, but it feels really soft. And well, here's the traffic situation in coming into Utrecht. Not so good for car traffic, not so good for bikes either. It's raining really hard. I'm heading to a castle, to camp at a castle. Not the best camping weather, I'll be honest. I didn't expect it to be raining today this much, but Hey, at least I found a site. Nice church. Nice town here. Alright, second exit. Let's see if that's correct. I mean, that's impossible to screw up, right? Second exit. Although, this is a very strange roundabout. See, I don't know where I'm going. This is a really cool new development. This whole town is like totally new. And I like the, it's like neoclassical architecture. Brick buildings. You know, pretty basic, but looks nice. Like, look at that. That looks real nice. It's all new stuff. They even put fake bricked up windows on it, which maybe is a little bit cliche, but it's nice. We have a town square. Look at that. This is a really cool town. Decided to build it just right there. I don't know if I'm going the right way, but it's alright. Hopefully it would tell me if I wasn't, but sometimes it just switches the route to like a much longer route rather than just saying like you turn back. You're like, oh, okay, you should have turned right there, but you can go straight. It's just going to take 20 minutes longer, but we'll just go ahead with that. Sounds like suburban houses too. She's walking her cats. You don't really see that often. Oh, and it looks like it's for sale. Look. I mean, this is what you need to be building in urban areas in the US. This kind of development is nice. I mean, some people like their wide streets, but this is cozy and it's like really nice looking, really nice to bike and walk around. You can get some thatched roofs in here, just because. I guess I go here and then I turn right. Really nice flowers here. Smells nice. I have idyllic Dutch scene here. People fishing, cows on the bank. Whatever. I don't know if this is a canal. I guess everything's a canal here. And there's that town in the distance, which I'm heading in that direction. I should only be about 10 minutes away from this castle that I'm camping at. So I didn't really explain it. Yeah, I found it's a castle and a brewery. Although unfortunately, or fortunately I guess, so I don't spend more money, I think that the brewery tasting room closes at 6, which seems odd. I feel like every time I go somewhere, wherever I go has closed like an hour earlier than I get there. Like, like when I went, like in Sweden at that one place, I went there to get some dinner and it closed at like 3 and I got there at like 4. It was bizarre. It's like, what? Who closes at 3? I think I can just go in. I mean, it's a campsite. Don't think there's well, it's a castle, so maybe there's a wall and a moat and everything. Well, this is what I imagine the Netherlands looks like. You have this canal, and you have like a quaint village with a church tower, and then you have cows everywhere. It smells right too. It smells like damp grass and cow manure. And then I just happened to find this little spot that served the like local fish and chips. I mean, it's not like an English place, fish and chips, but it was like Kipling or something it's called. It's basically just fish and chips, but it's pretty good. a dog is antagonizing the little pony. Oh, and the pony's chasing the dog. Look at that. I guess they're just playing. They're having fun. More giant sheep. These are different sheep than I've been seeing. These are bigger. I don't know if they raise them for something else. Maybe milk? I don't know. Reformation churches. I don't know if they have monks anymore in these parts. You go to Belgium for that. I want to go inside one of those houses. I'm really curious about them. They got pear trees here. Corn. Corn actually looks fine. Pretty uniform. I like these little factories. Like, I'm curious what goes on in there. Just like produces, you know, something specialized maybe. I don't know. I guess I'm up on like a, you call it a dike, in case the canal floods. Doesn't flood the town. Good place for a road. I'm enjoying this. I'm wondering if this is the castle. Yeah, Fort Everdinga. My guess is this is... Oh look, there's water here. Yeah, so this is the camping. That's like the brew... Oh, shit! That's the brewery, I guess. It's closed now, but oh well. So you see here these concrete structures. All these are from World War II. There's a bunch of them over on the other side too. This fort even had some machine gun nests from that era, although originally the fort was much older. I didn't catch the date it was built, but it looked quite a bit older than World War II. It's made out of brick, so I'm guessing late 1800s. But yeah, today I'm going actually not to Nijmegen, but to Arnhem. Arnhem, because you could go to either one, and I guess technically Arnhem is on the Rhine and Nijmegen is on the Waal. I mixed the two up because I thought it was just the Dutch name for it, but no, actually the Rhine is, I guess technically goes through Arnhem, so I might not make it. There's a campsite before Arnhem that I might be able to do. There's one after it as well. It's like right on the border with Germany. I would like to do the after one, but I'm not going to push it because the first time when I made a push for Germany, see, there's some bunkers here. It's all these bunkers you see all along here. There's this funny little building called the bunker. But look at this. This is cool. You can see this little cafe here. All these bunkers. There's a World War II cemetery, I think, over there. And actually in Arnhem is the bridge that is there's a battle, a very famous battle on that bridge in Arnhem. If you've ever seen the film A Bridge Too Far. So yeah, I'll be going through there, although the bridge I think was destroyed and then just rebuilt right after the war, so it's not the same bridge, but I think it was probably rebuilt. This, what I thought was a canal, it's actually, I think it's a legitimate river, although it's probably widened, but this is kind of the it might even be technically the Rhine, I don't know. I guess it's probably branched out at the end to some delta, you know, in this swampland, because a lot of this land here was sea and the Dutch reclaimed it. See, they're growing apples here with this hedge around it, presumably to keep the wind off from blowing the buds, the flowers, they too much wind can knock the flowers off and prevent the fruit from growing. So I don't know, that's my guess of why they build these hedges, but it also could just be if they feel like it. Yeah, there's not like a trail along the river here, it's just these roads, which are fine, but you know, I'll have to keep an eye out, make sure I don't make a wrong turn. And the road, I'm sure, is going to depart from the river at some point, enough that I won't be able to see the river to navigate. I don't know if I read that sign wrong. Is it saying no bikes along here? I have no clue. Doesn't make sense if that's what it says. There's no one else riding along here, so I never know what those signs, what they mean. Some guy did yell at me, I guess, for cycling on some pedestrian path somewhere. It was when I was trying to make turns according to Google, and that one actually was one of the correct turns I made. And he's like trying to stand in my way and block me from going past. I just went through the grass. I could tell he was saying something about like, this is footpath. It's like, okay, I don't know what to tell you, man. These fucking alpacas. They got alpacas here. People don't care about this speed table here, this little speed bump. One's just flying over it. It's funny to watch. Stopped at a grocery store, got some lunch. It was actually really delicious. I got carpaccio and half-liter of milk and a croissant with ham and cheese and a fruit smoothie, all for like €7 approximately. So yeah, pretty good deal. Got all the food groups covered there. So got the milk, I got the meat, got the bread and the fruit. That's it. That's all you need. It's very invigorating meal. But I don't know where I'm going exactly. Like, but actually I am 100% going the correct way, and my instincts are impeccable. I didn't, you know, looking at the map, focusing on the map, don't need that. I'm just going that direction. This way mainly, a little bit that way. So essentially that would translate to southeast. You can see just through the woods there, it's like some palace or something. Voltaire. Borrowkreuzten, Kulinair Langoid. I don't know. I'm not going in. I don't really have a purpose there, but yeah, you kind of just, I just saw it as much as you did. It's like some kind of little palace through the trees there. It's been a bit busy today with cars. Not the end of the world. These roads aren't too bad to cycle on, but yeah, it's a busy day, busy area. All of Netherlands is probably busy because there's so many people in such a small area. There's a lot of traffic here today. Look at that. Here's the palace. You can see it down there through this gate, through this fence. Pretty impressive palace. I'm not sure the history is. I don't think I'd be able to understand it if I saw that, but I might go take a look just to see if there's something in English or maybe German. Apparently there is a some festival or something, so I have to go back and find a new route. Yeah. So I'm gonna go up here, see if I can go around and just connect back on the street. I don't know what kind of festival they're doing. Something, I guess that might explain some of the traffic. I just don't understand it. take a right here. We'll see. Does it look like it's blocked off? It does, I think. One more street. I'll just keep going until maybe the whole country is blocked off. Here, there's a wall here. I believe this route goes through finally. Big festival here. I have no clue even where we are, but I guess there's something going on here. Oh, I guess this is blocked. I can't believe they blocked off so much of this town. You can't even cycle through. It just makes it like impossible to navigate this town. I mean, there's gotta be a way through. What's happening? I'm caught in the middle of something yet again. Wow, I can't even go this way. There's like a carnival or something. It's a flower decoration parade. It's a bunch of like floats. You can see how big that is. There's like a grasshopper there. And there's these ones that are just some kind of artwork. I guess it's all made with flowers. I don't know. Ton of people there. But I don't feel like I want to go in. I think you have to buy a ticket or something, and I probably wouldn't stay long because I need to get to Arnhem today anyway. So I finally made it out of the town, found a perimeter, and was able to sneak around and get out. And I'm on a beautiful path. Like, look at this. It's like a highway. It looks like it even has a shoulder. It's a very cozy path to be on, and apparently this is a national park. So it's one of the I'm not even trying to make a joke out of it because it probably would be true. I was gonna say it's one of the 2 forests in all of the Netherlands, but I don't even know if you could call it a forest. I don't know if you could say that there's even a single forest in the Netherlands. But this is certainly a nice path. Even though it's along a kind of a busy road, I rather enjoy this bike highway. And I think I'll be staying along this. Hopefully this path is here for a while, because I wouldn't mind just riding on this bike highway. I don't know why I like this so much. It has a shoulder even, and it has these lines. Like, you don't even need them. You're a bike. But they just like made it like a little mini road. And it's super flat and wide. Like, when I say it's flat, I mean it's like flatter than regular asphalt. It's like smooth asphalt. Museum open. A lot of things to see here, you know, but I gotta keep moving. If I stopped at everything, if I stopped at that flower festival, stopped at the museum, everything, never get back to where back on path, and I'd be spending all my money on doing things like seeing festivals instead of spending my money on booze like I should be. So that's another thought. People driving their old timey cars. I think that was a Citroen. See, there's a nice windmill there, functioning as it should. Look at that. I think they were originally used to pump water, not necessarily to mill grain, like in some areas, but yeah, pumping water to drain swamps and, you know, clear land for agriculture. Looks like fall has come for these trees. Look at that. Got some yellow leaves already. Rubber Select. It's a pretty nice plant right here. Big industrial warehouse, very modern. Everything in its place. Not like these. These are older and, you know, I like, you know, this modern, this bike path, the flower, late summer vibes. And there's the river. We're going back to the river. And it's actually such a beautiful day weather-wise. It's like I want to say it's low 70s Fahrenheit, of course. A little bit of a breeze, but just enough to kind of keep things, the air moving. It's like a tavern on the corner. That's what I'm looking for. Whenever I need a break, I need a place that looks exactly like that. We got a vineyard here. First vineyard I've seen. That's fun. They must really prune them, as those vines don't look all that vigorous. That's an impressive tower right there. I'm in this kind of nice town. I don't know. I guess I go down here. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. So that's a nice church. Look at that. Cool. This town, Rennen. Big church. There we are. There's the Rhine. This is an interesting building right there. It looks like it's a hotel or something now. Like, oh, there's balconies, and it has like a giant smokestack. It's like a party here. It's a party bar. It's a festival or something. So it's just a rowing club party or meetup or something, but there's a bunch of stuff going on today. Like, I hear music over there. There's these tents. It's just like blocked off. What the hell? Why is everything like this? Like, I just wanna ride. Well, I guess I'm going through town. Because, yeah, that path was blocked off because there's some festival. Everything's blocked today. Maybe at some point I can get back onto it, but I reckon it'll be a little while before that. This is where I would have come. It's like some beer garden thing or something. All right, back on track. Look at this bike trail. This is what Netherlands is about. It's just a dedicated bike trail. Super nice surface, super smooth. Just through the countryside here. Smells delicious. It's actually pretty dry today, even after the rain yesterday. It's dried out a bit. It's nice and warm, but not hot. Little breeze. Super nice day here in Netherlands cycling. Only thing that would make it better is a ice cold cup of cider. There's so many apples I see. I'm like, they've got to have cider around here. They've got to have a cidery, apple mill. Nice pub here. Nice pub. Relatively close to Arnhem now. Very, very close. A lot of campgrounds in the area in between here and Germany, so I'll find one that looks reasonable. Give them a call, but I'm gonna get some food first, and I think it's about 5 kilometers into the city center, so it should be less than a half hour. Well, it's kind of an uphill a little bit, not too steep, but a little bit, so if it's flat. So this is definitely a part that was not underwater. Look at this, it just feels like actual ground. It's not like marshy. Solid ground. Look at the weird I think that's from like New Zealand or something. Weird trees. Here's the Airborne Museum and a monument to the English who bravely parachuted in to push back the Germans. Airborne Museum. That's cool. They have a English telephone box here. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that place looks pretty nice. Strange peacocks, just loose. Yeah, well, having Google Maps woes again. I was supposed to go along this route along the river to get to the campsite, which I guess I didn't say. I booked the campsite, so it's all good. It's about 40 minutes from here on bike, but yeah, that Google Maps is just impossible to follow on bike just from the sound. I mean, if I could look at it, it'd be fine because I could look. But yeah, maybe it's my short attention span, or I'm just been not having a good time navigating on the bike paths. But yeah, I'm going a different way now, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to go along the river. Some strange characters, so some African lady is like ringing her fucking bike bell at me, and I just go past her. I'm like, what the fuck? She's playing like a reggaeton on a Bluetooth speaker, and if I had to stop to look for directions because of the, you know, change in route, and then she somehow caught up to me, and then she's trying to talk to me and ask me if I want a strap for my bike, which, I mean, I don't need a strap. I don't know why and then she kept trying to talk to me, and I just had to leave. And she, yeah, got some hot air balloons. See, it says, I mean, if you didn't hear, it says slight right. I mean, I don't think I go that way. I think I stay on this, frankly. I mean, this is the direction I want to go. See, I think it wasn't actually telling me to turn right there. It says, whenever it says slight right, you know something's up, because it just means stay where you are, but this is completely straight, so there's no slight right. So it would be easy to make the mistake of turning right there, which was not the way I'm supposed to go. So that's the kind of stuff that happens. You know, if you can't see what it says slight right, and you think, okay, well, I'm going to take it right here. And then you do, and nope, you're actually supposed to go straight. It's just that there's an imaginary slight right that Google thinks that there is here. I don't think it understands the bike paths. Like roads, if you're in a car, at least in my experience, it does pretty well if you're in a car. On a bike, it's a little bit awkward. It doesn't really get the bike trails here. Trains spurt. I could have taken a spurt train.
En Thomas kwam zo kuizenaars, en Thomas kwam zo kuizenaars, en vroeg is al die sardine niet thuis, van joep, van liederie, tra la la li la la. Sardinen is naar de stal gegaan, Sardinen is naar de stal gegaan, en Thomas is er nagegaan, van joep, van liederie.
Don't know what I'm gonna do when I get there, actually, because they said I could come, but there's no reception. And well, I'll check my email, because it's possible they told me where to camp, but I never got like a campsite or location. So I don't know. I'll see when I get there.